Hello, I'm Devorah. I'm the Deputy Electoral Officer for Nelson City Council. And this is Raina, who's extremely concerned with a democracy and making sure that you have everything that you need to be a part of things. Nelson has a mayor and 12 councillors. 8 of the councillors are voted for by the people in each of our 2 general wards. So we have a Stoke Tuhunanui ward and a central ward which incorporates the city centre, Atawhai and our small rural areas. We also have a Māori ward councillor in 2025 and we have 3 councillors that are elected at large. At large means by the whole city, by all of the voters of Nelson City Council. The mayor is also an at-large position, so would be elected by everyone. You don't need any formal qualifications to be a mayor or a councillor. If you're a New Zealand citizen and you're enrolled on the parliamentary roll, then you can stand. Nice and easy. Councillors, mayors, they come from all walks of life, and that's part of the point. And like I said, we have a really diverse community and representing that around the table is fantastic. So what is important is that elected members, councillors and mayors bring a really big love for their city and desire to serve the people of our community. One thing that I would suggest candidates, those that are thinking about standing, are aware of is that council, like many others, is really aware of affordability and the pressures of the cost of living crisis on our community. We are taking great care with money investments, making sure that we're getting the most value for the community out of where spend happens, and we recommend that candidates are thinking that way too. There won't be big budget increases. Our people can't support that. So what can we do? Where can we invest in what we've got and be clever and creative in our space? I get asked all the time if being an elected member is a full-time job. Councils do try to keep the business days of a council to 2 to 3 in a week. For example, at the moment, Nelson has Wednesdays and Thursdays for its meeting and formal business. That does get set by an incoming council, so there can be changes. I would note as well that the public do assume that you're on all the time, so you may get questions, conversations at places you least expect, like the supermarket queue. Pay, the big question. There's a national body called the Remuneration Authority that sets the amount of pay that comes through for a mayor and the amount that can be set aside for councillors. That does change each year, but to give you an idea, for this year most councillors get paid about $51,000, the deputy mayor a bit more because of their extra responsibilities, and the mayor is set at about $155,000. There are allowances that can be claimed by elected members as well, and it's currently paid fortnightly. We do get asked if it's safe these days to be a public figure. Council and the New Zealand Police take any form of threat, aggression, really seriously. And if you do encounter that type of situation, please contact us or the police as soon as possible. Action will be taken. That said, you are campaigning for a public position. There is extra scrutiny with that. People may not always agree with what you say. Resilience strategies for that are worth developing. So let's talk about the actual how-to of standing. You need to complete a nomination form. It will be available on Council's website and from our customer service centre, ready to go for when nominations open on the 4th of July. You will need 2 nominators who need to live in the area in which you wish to stand. You do need to put forward a $200 deposit, which may be refunded to you later on depending on how many votes you get. You can also provide us with a candidate statement. It's only allowed to be 150 words, so be concise. And you can provide us with a recent photo. We do recommend that you do. It makes a difference for people. So let's talk a little bit more about those 2 nominators that you need. They do need to be enrolled in the area in which you wish to stand. So for example, if you're planning to stand as a ward councillor for Stoke Tahunanui, your nominators must be enrolled and live in that area. You can check that in a couple of ways. Make sure they're enrolled full stop at vote.nz. They can update their details there just in case. And check which ward they're in with a fabulous interactive map that we have on Nelson City Council's website. So you've been nominated, you've got your documentation in, what then? It's campaigning time. So get out there, tell as many people as you can about what's important to you, what you're standing for. Find out what's important to them. There are a whole heap of ways that you can do that. Lots of people door knock, you can get signage printed, maybe some radio slots, get on social media. There's a huge range of ways that you can communicate with people. Use as many as you can. Have fun. It is about meeting people, influencing people, and being a part of this wonderful city and community that we call Nelson. Thanks for sitting down with me and with Raina to find out more about standing as a candidate. There are a number of ways that you can find out more again in more detail, and also about council itself. There's lots of information on our website. Council has to look 3, 10, 30 years ahead, so find our strategic plans, the long-term plan, annual plans online. There's also a wonderful document called the Local Governance Statement, which gives you a whole heap of high-level information about our activities. We do recommend that you try and attend a council meeting or watch one online. It gives you a good sense of the type of business that you might be dealing with as an elected member, and just what happens, what to expect. There's also a lot of information on our website about the election itself. Standing as a candidate, we've got a wonderful candidate's handbook that has lots more detail for you, including some really specific requirements, so do get a copy of that. It's not far away now. And reach out to us. We are here to help. So give us a call or email us at elections@ncc.govt.nz. We look forward to your questions. They're always fun to answer. Thanks, everyone.